Mr. Bonner is a graduate from Oberlin College and received his master's degree from the University of Michigan. He is the husband and acclaimed vocal coach and singer of the acclaimed vocal coach and singer Deborah Bonner, and they have 8 children, including ALA's own coach Josh Bonner. They have 9 grandchildren. Mr. Bonner also participated in last year's ALA Black History Month program. This year, we welcome him back as our Master of Ceremonies. Fellow students, faculty, and administration, let's welcome back Coach Harry Bonner.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you much. Good morning, ALA! Your history is my history. Her history is his history. We all are intertwined, especially in living in the United States of America. I mean, we rub shoulders, whether we are Native American, whether we are African American, whether we are Caucasian American, whatever kind of American, or if we're just visiting America for the time that we are here, we are inseparably connected. In fact, I believe we're like one. You know what I mean? One. Everybody say one. That's what I'm talking about. And so what I'd like to do right now is just share with you 2 individuals within the African American experience who stood up and made a difference, not only for African American people throughout the US of A, but for our nation to live out its creed that all men and women are created equal. The first person I'd like to bring to your attention, and I encourage you to look up, is W.E.B. Du Bois. He was the first doctoral student. He received his doctorate degree from Harvard University. And at the turn of the century, that's in the early 1900s, there was a very low image of African Americans. Many people, especially in foreign countries, said, oh yes, they used to be slaves. Those people, they're less than human beings, because the media and the press, that's the information that was going out, unfortunately. But W.E.B. Du Bois, he wanted to make a difference. So what he did, he raised money and went throughout the South, and on Sunday afternoons for a period of time, he took photographs. He took photographs of African Americans right after they came from church. And I don't know if you know anything about African American people, but in general, when they go to church, they go dressed up, like many people. Shirt and tie, hats and bonnets, earrings and necklaces, and shoes. They look beautiful. And so he went throughout the South and took photographs of those people, about hundreds of families, and they looked, oh, just marvelous. And then, this was at a time when the issue of World War I was being settled, and many world leaders of all the world were on board of a ship. Somehow, I think it was a miracle, he was able to board the ship, and he showed pictures, these pictures that he had gathered throughout the South, of all these different African American families, to people who had never seen a black person before. And in many cases, if they had, they were viewed as maybe dirty and filthy and less than. They weren't very nice pictures. But these were elegant pictures. And people said, oh, these are African Americans? These are black people? And because he did that, he changed the image of black people throughout the world with those pictures. And so when there were words or notices of mistreatment of these people who looked as good as any other people in the world, when that came known to people throughout the world, they weren't happy, and they put pressure on the United States to change their policies and to treat African Americans as human beings. He was one person who made a difference. And I ask you, are you a person who will make a difference? Rosa Parks, she was part of a a movement which said things are not right in the South. In the 1950s, about 1955, she was a part of a movement that said, you know, in the South, I am tired of people treating us so poorly, so badly. So much so when they had to ride buses, if there were seats on the bus and she was sitting down and then all the seats left and a white person got on, she would have to get up because she was black. And this particular day, she decided, you know, I have been talking how this isn't right. I've been trying to plan how this isn't right. And today, I'm going to stand up that this isn't right. And when the seats were all filled and a white person came, and the bus driver said, woman, I'm paraphrasing, get up out of that seat for this white person. She said, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it because it's not right. And she was willing, even though that was the law, to go against a bad law and pay the consequence for it. She was put in jail because she didn't get up out of her seat. And the police took her away, and the newspapers carried the story, and then all the black people around said, you know what, that's not right. We are tired, and black people and white people, mostly all the black people and few white people, they decided they weren't going to take the bus, and some drove cars. And there was this mass economic boycott against the buses. So much so that the buses lost lots and lots of money and changed their laws. One person can make a difference. Miss Rosa Parks made a difference. You can make a difference. I don't know what you'll have to stand up for, what you will have to do or say to make the United States of America even better and greater for the person next to you, the person behind you, the person you haven't seen yet. But if you stand up for right, you will help the United States of America fulfill its creed that all men and women are created equal. Let's give a round of applause for Miss Rosa Parks. Yes. And back in the 1930s, there was a poet. His name was James Weldon Johnson. And he wrote down a poem. And the name of the poem was called Lift Every Voice and Sing. And this poem was so powerful that his brother put it to music. And it became the Black National Anthem. And in pockets all across the nation, this song is sung just to commemorate the struggle that African Americans went through from slavery and still go through to make this world a better place, to make this country a better place, not only for African Americans, but for everyone. And to kick off our program, we're going to have Alicia Hunsaker sing the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing. Let's welcome Alicia.
Lift every voice and sing, till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise, high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has brought us. Sing a song full of the hope that the dark past has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun, let us march on till victory is won.
Alicia Hunsaker. Thank you, Alicia. And ladies and gentlemen, now we'd like to welcome back to ALA I say back to ALA because this person, when he was in the 8th grade, guess where he went to school? ALA. And since then, he has done quite a few things. He has written songs with Grammy Award-winning writers in LA. He has been on a mission in South Africa for his church. And he continues to co-write and make music with people who have a song in their heart and who don't know how to do it. In addition to that, he has sung in the House of Blues. He has sung in New York at the Apollo Theater. He even wrote his first song, an original song, at the age of 9. And he's not finished yet. Let's welcome back to ALA, doing one of his original songs, OBA!
What's up, ALA? What's up, ALA? All right, okay, I got a question. I want to know who is the loudest. All right, we're going to split this in half, all right? Everyone over here, I want my left side to scream as loud as you can. Can you guys beat that? Let me hear you. That was crazy. All right, DJ, let's do this. I'm OBA, and this is my original song. It's called Silver and Gold. I want everyone to stand up. Let's go. Hurry up. No shame to my name, cause I bring that flame. It's flat in the brain, I'm lyrical gang. I'll be bleeding that pain through straight through my veins. The ride, the vision that I'm not just vibe for the now. Keep it on the rise over time with the flag. The moment up in the sky, we'll be shot with the flag. No shame to my name, cause I bring that flame. It's flat in the brain, I'm a lyrical gang. I'll be bleeding that pain through straight through my veins. It's over, got my bow tie. Do I'm so fly? I don't know why. Hey yo, ma, wanna roll out? It's gonna be cold, it's cold out. I'm 5'7", 5'8" for shoes, but I'ma keep it really in the day with you. Truth is, my glasses ain't prescription, but when I get around you, I'm seeing double vision. You ride in my low, I mean the sky taking it too low. Everyone like this, so low. All the riches that you wish you could. Thank you.
OBA, give a round of applause. Right from ALA. One of your very own, Caden Dagan, will give his version of rap through a beatbox. Let's welcome Caden to the stage. Let's give it for Katie! Hey, it's our world. Katie has taken the beatbox and owned it. Because that's what you do when you become one. You know, you get together, you work together, you say, you can do that, I can do that. You can make your art form mean something. Junior has been singing professionally for 15 years. Best known for his versatility with genres. He sings reggae music, country music, gospel music, rhythm and blues, and island music, and everything in between. He is currently studying commercial music at Utah Valley University as in the process of finishing up his second solo album. And today, he will sing for you the tune Redemption. Let's welcome Junior Malley.
Old pirates, yes, they roll back. Sold I to the merchant ship. Minutes after they took care from the bottomless pit. But my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. Said we forward in this generation, triumphantly. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? Is all I ever had. Redemption song, redemption song. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None of ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? Is all I ever had. Redemption song, redemption song. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them cannot stop at the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Ooh, some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? Yeah, 'cause all I ever had. Redemption song, redemption song. These songs of freedom, yeah, songs of freedom.
Junior O'Malley singing Redemption Song by OMalley Peace. What will happen if you put your pen and write a redemption song, a song of inspiration? Telling what people will feel and what new and wonderful things they will do. Our next performer, James the Mormon. James has been featured on national television as well as on various stations such as Fox, KSL, ESPN, ABC, featured on the Washington Post and numerous blog posts nationwide. He is known not only for his music, but for his comedic and inspirational videos on his YouTube channel. He is currently being recruited by America's Got Talent, because you see America's Got Talent knows he's got talent, and they want him badly, and he's thinking about it, all right? But the most important thing he would like everyone to know is he's not a rapper, but singing his song that he made nationally famous. Let's welcome James the Mormon.
How's it going? How's everyone doing today? Just a quick note before we turn on the song. One of my favorite Black history leaders is Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King Jr. Has anyone heard of him? Does anyone remember his speech? What was it called?
I have a dream.
I have a dream. I wrote this song. I don't know, did anyone hear the song Dreamin'? You guys know it? Okay. I know I wrote it about BYU, but I want you guys to think about what Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Wanted before he passed away. When he gave that speech, was for everyone to come together, and I think that's something that he would have liked to have seen, because I think that's happening today. With that being said, I'm missing my counterpart, your host, your coach. I couldn't have done it without him. He really is the talent on the song, because I'm not a rapper.
Yeah! Y'all can clap, it's okay. When your back's against the wall, will you get up and dream ball? Dreaming. I know y'all know, come on now, get up. When there ain't no hope inside, will you get up, will you fight? Just keep dreaming. Alright, I'm coming down to you. He the man, he a miracle. Too sick cause his arms incurable. Straight terminal, this typical. Climb high but we aim for the pinnacle. Yeah, got the eagle buzz, finna come on the run like a diesel truck. So clutch, got the lethal luck. So I say a little prayer like Aretha does. Yeah, I got heart for eternity. You an anchor man, raw burgundy. Got a good side, some urgency. You an iron wall, no Germany. Oh why? Cause we bleeding blue and we fly through the sky. Am I dreaming too? No lie. Summer seems too, and it's just what happens when your scene is true. Your back's against the wall. Will you get up when you fall? That's what I want. When there ain't no hope inside, will you get up? Will you fight? Dreaming, dreaming. Yeah, no lie, he went back to back. And it's just what happens when a pack attacks. Hope you pack your snacks, get the caps and sack. Cause they know next week we'll be back for that. And you can't sit in stands, cause my homeboy throw like a Jim McMahon. And I can't stop spinning like a ceiling fan. Finna be the winning player, he the man. And no Eli dude. Winning like see I knew. Look down at them haters like see I flew. So we just touched down for that BYU. Thinking that was Jason still. We be throwing up that ball when we face the field. We the school that's telling them the grace is real. Cause you know we spin for our taste of him. Backs against the wall. I want everybody to say you get up when you fall. Come on! When there ain't no hope inside, will you get up, will you fight? Come on. Come on.
gentlemen. Internalize that. Keep on dreaming. If you haven't been dreaming, start dreaming for things to make it better. Ladies and gentlemen, and now we'd like to welcome members of the combined choirs of ALA. Because with every great movie, there is great music. And singing the song Glory from the movie Selma, let's welcome members of the ALA choirs.
One day, when the glory comes, it'll be so, it'll be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure, it'll be sure. Oh, glory.
How about that? Big round of applause for many of the combined choirs from ALA. Once you've been touched by the hand of the legendary Mr. Lund, you know, you're just never the same. And hopefully you all will go out and sing and do it. Because at ALA, you can do everything. You write, you're in journalism classes, you're in leadership classes, you're in singing classes, you're in dance classes. I mean, you are the nation's leaders, and it's so important for you to stand up for whatever is right. And speaking of dance classes, let's welcome members of the dance classes doing the dance under the direction of Rick Robinson's. The Dance, welcome to the dance membership.
Watch me come to life, come to life, come to life, watch me, watch me, watch me, let's get it. Slow, back it up again, like a mannequin. I'ma break it. Yeah, on top of this flow, I'ma break it. Yeah, on top of this flow. Watch, watch me come to life. Post, 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 post. Watch me post, 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 post. Watch me come to life. Post.
Let's give a big round of applause for the dance component. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, to complete our number, I'd just like to give you just a little background. It will be a song that's called a Negro Spiritual that is being sung. And this is history, that the early slaves, not knowing what the God was, who the God was in this strange land that they were brought here and enslaved into, learned and began to feel a personal relationship with a higher power, even with the Son of God called Jesus Christ. And they called upon this Jesus Christ to help them bear the pain, to help them get through day to day, to protect their children, protect their very lives, protect their families. And literally, if it hadn't been for their call and their plea to Jesus, even to help them escape, I doubt if there would be any black persons in America today. So this particular song that will be given is called, I Want Jesus to Walk With Me. And this song has been sung for hundreds of years because people, through the brutality of their condition, slaves in the brutality of their condition, called upon Jesus and survived. So that a person like me stands before you today. A person like Coach Bonner stands before you today. A person like Rick Robinson stands before you today. So, to sing this culminating song, I'd like to introduce you a friend of ALA. She is the founder of One Voice International and has been teaching voice for 45 years plus. Also, she has sung occasionally when she has time to sing throughout the world, in Israel, in West Africa, South Africa, Canada, Europe, and throughout the United States. And she had a son who attended 8th grade at ALA, OMalley, and she also has a son who teaches here, Coach Bonner. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome back to the stage, Mrs. Deborah Bonner.
I want Jesus to walk me. I want Jesus to walk with me all along this tedious journey. Lord, I want Jesus to walk with me in my trials, Lord. Please walk with me in my trials, Lord. Walk with me. When my heart is almost breaking, Lord, I want Jesus to walk with me.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, how about you? How about you? Will you make a difference? We need you to make a difference so that this United States of America can be one, can be strong, and can be good. We thank ALA administration, faculty, and you for attending and being part of the assembly. At least 2 people today I'd like you to go back and learn about more on your own, not just from what has been said from this stage, but Miss Rosa Parks and Frederick Douglass. Thank you for celebrating Black History Month.